Preparing the poultry house for growing. Preparing a poultry house is a fundamental step for ensuring the health, safety, and productivity of your flock. A well-prepared house provides a clean, secure, and comfortable environment, which is essential for a successful raising period. Stages of preparing the poultry house. 1. Preparation of the poultry house. 2. Dry cleaning. 3. Wet cleaning. 4. Litter management. 5. Disinfection. 6. Sampling. Preparation of the poultry house. It is essential to remove all equipment and remove waste, dead birds, feed, manure, etc., left in the house before cleaning. Any removable equipment should be detached. Get all the feed out. Feed left in the lines or feed bins will attract mice and rats, which can grow to infestations that will plug the lines and prevent them from running on startup. Drain the water. Shut off and drain all water lines, including drinkers, foggers, and cool cells. Grease and oil. Put a shot of grease in every zircon fans, curtain machines, corner wheels, etc. Remove all the existing litter. Darkling beetles control. Rodent control. The first step to rodent control is to remove all feed from the building. Darkling beetle control. Keep the litter dry. This may include checking pipes and waterers for leaks. Prevent wet spots under waterers. Clean up any spilled feed immediately. Remove all the litter every 2 to 3 months. Keep a downtime between rotation of at least 2 weeks. If the litter is removed during the winter, allow the barn temperature to drop below 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which will kill beetle eggs. Make sure that any storage buildings on your property are free of beetles, as they can travel between buildings. Rodent control. Use the following ideas to help eliminate these 3 things and minimize rodent intrusion. Clean up all spilled feed, dead birds, and broken eggs. Store feed in aluminium cans with lids so that rodents can't access them. Keep grass short. Rodents don't like to cross open areas without cover. Use rodent-proof materials that are hard for rodents to gnaw. Make sure load-out and walk-in doors close and seal properly. Check that corrugated metal siding is sealed, and make sure corner seams are tight. Elimination of nesting places. Clean up your farm and remove all debris that can provide shelter for rodents. If the storage area cannot be rodent-proofed, move the material at least every week to prevent rodents from establishing themselves in it. Use nipple waterers to make it difficult for rodents to get water. Baiting and/or trapping programs can be adopted. Monitoring of rodent populations and practicing control measures. Dry cleaning. Sweep or blow dust and other loose dirt off ceilings, light fixtures, walls, cages or nest boxes, fans, air inlets, etc. onto the floor. Remove all feed from feeders. Scrape manure and accumulated dust and dirt from perches and roosts. Remove all litter from the floor. Litter can be added to a compost pile. Sweep the floor to remove as much dry material as possible. With a small coop, a wet-dry shop vacuum does a good job of removing this material. However, be careful to clean the filter often, as the fine dust from the coop may easily clog the filter and make the vacuum work harder or lead to burnout of the motor. Remove all litter from the floor. Like on this photo. Wet cleaning. Washing is done in 4 steps. 1. Soaking with low-pressure water. 2. Pressure washing. 3. Using a detergent to wash and remove oils and adhering dirt. 4. Rinsing with clean water. Wash every surface in the building, especially windowsills, ceiling trusses, wall sills, and any surface where dirt and dust may accumulate. On this photo, you can see poultry house is ready for bringing litter. Litter management is an important part of environmental management and good animal welfare. Correct litter management is also fundamental to bird health, performance, and final carcass quality, which subsequently impacts the profit of both farmers and poultry production companies. Kind of litter. Sunflower husks. The husks make excellent litter because of their large particle size and lack of dust. Rice hulls are typically free from excessive dust, and their size, thermal conductivity, and drying rate make them a good choice for bedding. Sawdust has several benefits for chicken coops. It absorbs moisture, absorbs smells, dries feces quickly, and can easily be poop scooped, saving you money on bedding costs. Straw is one of the best materials for bedding. However, due to poor quality of straw, aspergillosis can occur. Peat moss has some characteristics of good bedding as it's highly absorbent, doesn't readily clump, and may prevent the buildup of ammonia in the coop. However, peat moss is incredibly dusty, may harbor dangerous bacteria and fungi, and may cause serious respiratory problems in your chickens. On this slide, you can see recommendation for litter depth. Effective cleaning and disinfection is an essential component of good hygiene and thus one of the key biosecurity measures for disease control. This should be carried out from time to reduce the build-up of pathogenic organisms and a disinfectant known to be effective against a large range of pathogens. Approved disinfectants like chlorine dioxide and peracetic acid for disinfection or sterilization may be used. Here you can see backpack device that blows liquid disinfectant. On this slide, you can see the poultry house is ready for finished disinfection. The table also shows how each disinfectant performs in the presence of organic matter, OM, when mixed with detergents, and notes their corrosive effect and suitability for footbath basins. The effectiveness is indicated by a scale, likely from plus, low effectiveness, to plus, high effectiveness, with a minus symbol indicating a lack of activity. This visual guide helps poultry farmers select the most appropriate disinfectant for their specific needs, considering factors like biosecurity risks, environmental conditions, and material safety. This slide shows a thick fog after disinfection. In addition to cleaning and disinfecting, producers can use lime in poultry houses to control pathogens and reduce fly problems. According to current research, lime is effective at preventing the following poultry diseases: E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter, etc. I want to present a disinfection scheme. 1. Soap. The washing solution can be either a neutral detergent, pH between 6 and 8, or an alkaline detergent, pH above 8. A mild alkali is baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, and moderate alkalis include household ammonia, borax, and trisodium phosphate. 2. Disinfection line for water. You can use hydrogen peroxide. He can good use as a water treatment as well as a surface sanitizer. Also, you can use acids. 3. Aerosol disinfection. You can use disinfectant with glutaraldehyde. 4. Fumigation. You can use hot fogger machine with solution glutaraldehyde. Also, you can use iodine plus aluminum in bucket. The best time to take a sample is 2 to 3 days after disinfection when all house surfaces have dried. However, flock biosecurity is maintained if the time between completion of cleaning and disinfection and the introduction of new flock is less than 14 days. Samples should be evaluated by determining the total viable bacterial count per centimeter squared, TVC cm squared. Typically a minimum of 10 samples per house and equipment are required. Thank you for your attention. I hope this helps you.